Hello, my beautiful Libras. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and today we are going to look at your energy situation. So, what we're going to be looking at more specifically is what is driving you forward at this time. We're going to see what is your current weak spot that you may not be aware of, but that definitely requires your attention. And lastly, we're going to see what you have mastered. That we're going to do with the energy oracle deck over here, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is the light seers tarot, and we're going to use this one to look a bit deeper into the situation. So we're going to see why the thing that is driving you forward is driving you forward. We're also going to see how you will be able to improve your current weak spot, and lastly we are going to see what you will be able to do now that you have mastered the thing that you have mastered. So that's what we're doing. And if you are new to my channel or to tarot readings in general, then before starting to watch this video, please go into the description box and just quickly read through the small little paragraph that I have left there, because it will tell you just a couple of things to keep in mind as you are watching this reading. Okay, but yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight to this. So starting off with this energy oracle, let's see what is driving you forward at this time. What is, oh, okay, I feel like this one. Ooh, the garden and the gate. Wow. On the precipice of something new. Oh my god. Okay, we have hostilities as the underlying energy, and that card has been coming out so much for so many of the signs. So yeah, I feel like Mars energy is still playing quite a role here, because for me this card is very much associated with Mars-like energy. But okay, let's see, what is your weak spot? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have door to romance. Oh, interesting. Oh, and cornucopia at the bottom. Two master numbers, by the way, 11 and 33. Okay. Interesting. Okay, one more. Let's see what you have mastered. Oh, okay. We have strategy. Okay. This is a very like justice card for me. I just get a very justice card vibe from the tarot, which is actually your card in the Major Arcana. Oh, appreciation, number 15 at the bottom. But let's start from the beginning. So the garden and the gate is the energy that is driving you forward at this time. This is the main driving force for you. So what I'm feeling with this is that it's almost like you are you're very curious about what it is that you want. You're very, very curious. And you want to go out there. You want to go and explore. And I feel like your life is, as I said, at the precipice of a very new and exciting chapter. Because this is like a bigger, universally big theme right now. Everyone is kind of closing out major chapters in their life and stepping into new cycles. So I feel like you are at the precipice of one as well. But it's almost like you are having some second thoughts about actually going out there and experiencing those things, because, well, it's kind of safe being where you are, because it's comfortable, it's familiar. Looking at the surroundings over here, it feels like there's a lot of security around you. There's a lot of abundance, but looking from the face, on this card, it might be that you may not actually realize how much abundance is around you, or you may feel like there's more out there, that there's something better out there for you. So you might be somewhat even like maybe unaware of how abundant you already are, but still like, yeah, it's like you're still longing for something that you don't have. So yeah, this tells me that that's what's kind of forcing you forward, or that's what's moving you forward. This wanting to go out there and explore and expand, but maybe being a bit afraid to actually go and do that, to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And I just wanted to point out, because that's something that I'm seeing. So on this card, the girl has a key around her neck, right? It's on this chain or this cord or whatever, and it's around her neck. And on this card, this door to romance, there's also a key over here right next to this cage where this heart is. So I'm seeing like 2 of these keys that are not being used. They're there, but they're not being used. And it's funny to me that on this last card, where the thing that you have mastered, we also have a key, but that one is actually in use. So that one is actually in this keyhole, and you can, you know, it looks like it's being in use. So with this door to romance as your weak spot, I feel like this to me is very much talking about your own heart and putting your own heart out there. Sharing your love, sharing your vulnerability, sharing your true self. And I feel like you have a lot of love to give. I feel that there is a lot of love, a lot of this nurturing energy within you, but it's almost like it's like you are keeping it safe in this cage. It's very much, I feel a strong connection with both of these. It might actually all be talking about romance and just intimate connections in your life. You might be wanting, or you might be longing for a soulful, intimate, romantic connection or partnership, but it's almost like you are afraid to actually go and look for it, or afraid to put yourself out there and receive it. But with this strategy card, this is the thing that you have mastered. I feel like you have worked through a way, or I should actually even say, I feel like it's more so that you know exactly what it is that you want, that you have a very clear view of that. And I feel like you are even aware of how you would be able to get it, what you would have to do to get it. But it's almost like you are just kind of having difficulties taking that actual physical step towards it. Because with this appreciation card as the underlying energy, I do get, because this is the underlying energy for the whole reading for me, and I do get a very strong sense with this one that it's almost like, because again, this woman is in this like lush garden, right? There's this lush nature around her. Oh, I don't know, maybe lush is not the right word, but because there are more so like weeds and stuff, and then there's just like this one little like bush of like blooming flowers. But it's like, it's almost like, so this card is talking to me about being appreciative and feeling grateful for what it is that you already have, even if it's not that much. Being grateful for what you have. So it does seem to kind of tie in very nicely with this card and have a kind of twofold meaning, that you might be missing all of the abundance that is around you already, and that might actually also contribute to you feeling this sense of lack, or this sense of longing. So like maybe shifting your perception and realizing how abundant you already are, and all of the blessings that are present in your life currently, however small they may be, is going to help you make that shift, and maybe help you see things a bit differently, and it might actually even give you courage. But the other message that I get with this is actually to do with self-appreciation. So it's kind of tying in with this door to romance, this like self-love aspect that I feel, with like maybe you being afraid to put yourself out there, because it might have something to do with self-appreciation or self-value, self-worth questions. But we will get into the tarot and see what else comes through. So let's see why this is the main driving force for you at this time. Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I really felt like I wanted to take that card on top, because it almost like came out together with this Knight of Cups. Oh, and the Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom again. Okay. So the Knight of Cups is Piscean energy, and the Ace of Wands is fire. So Aries, Leo, and Sag. But yeah, with this Knight of Cups and this Ace of Wands, I do feel that you have this newfound sense of inspiration, or there's this spark that has been lit up within you. And again, because of this Knight of Cups card over here, I do feel very strongly that it is to do with, or that it has to do with some form of like romantic connection. That's what has lit this spark within you, and that's what you are kind of longing for. That's what you are missing, but it's just about actually taking the step towards it. Yeah, because the Knight of Pentacles is also, it is moving energy, but it's very slow moving energy, and he very very carefully considers his steps, or the steps that he makes. So yeah, by the way, if we are talking about like knights and queens and kings and that kind of stuff, we are only talking about energy and we're not talking about gender. Just wanted to point that out there. Okay, so daughter romance. Let's see how you can improve this weak spot. How can Libra improve their weak spot of this daughter romance? How can they improve? The Magician. Yeah, oh my goodness, and the Lovers at the bottom. Okay, one more though, please. Oh, we have two. Okay, I'm gonna take two. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we also have the Emperor and we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Emperor being Aries energy, and Five of Swords is Aquarian energy. Okay, and the Wheel is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the Magician, by the way, is Mercurian, so Virgo and Gemini. But yeah, I feel like the way that you can improve this situation is actually like taking matters into your own hands, basically. And I feel like it's requiring you to kind of change this energy of feeling like you are not sure of putting yourself out there, or you're like afraid of taking the risk because you might get hurt again. I feel like you kind of need to shift that perspective within you and have a more faith in the universe. It's talking to me about, it's interesting that there's this dynamic of like surrendering, because the Wheel is all about like basically letting go of any like control and just going with the flow and seeing what the universe brings you, going with the shifts and changes of the universe. But at the same time, the Magician and the Emperor is very much about kind of manipulating. Well, the Magician is about manipulating energy, but the Emperor is about taking like concrete steps and having a very firm structure and a very like specific kind of control to make things happen, because it's that like assertive divine masculine energy, right? It's just taking action, going after what it is that you want, and just being very, very driven about your goals. So yeah, it's and I also feel that basically what you need to do is you need to overcome your mind, this self-defeating mind that you may have. Again, as I said, I feel that there's this sense of self-appreciation that is coming through here as well, very strongly, that you need to be more aware of how you actually see yourself and how you see your own worth, because that might be something that is like tripping you up. That might be something that is holding you back. You're afraid of opening yourself up because you don't have this self-assurance or self-love towards yourself. So yeah, I get this like fragility that can be, how should I say, that can be improved or that can be mended with kind of turning your focus on yourself and really diving deep into your own self-worth and conquering these like self-limiting thoughts or these negative self-talk tendencies that you may have. If you resonate with this, of course, if this is your story. So okay, I need to kind of shift those because I feel like it's very it's not very centered. So, okay, I think that's slightly better now. Okay, and let's look at the strategy card as well that you have mastered. Oh my goodness, yeah, the Knight of Swords just like flipped over so quickly. Knight of Swords in reverse, which is Gemini energy. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We still have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom, but I want to get one more card. What is Libra able to do now that they have mastered this strategy energy? It still came out okay. So the Knight of Pentacles seems to be a significant energy for you. The Knight of Swords in reverse came out as well, which is Gemini energy as the underlying. Okay. Yeah, so there's definitely a sense of like kind of slowing down your pace and being very strategic, being very deliberate about the moves that you make instead of just like rushing head on into things. And it's also because of the Nine of Swords is in reverse here. It tells me that what this strategy, this energy that you have mastered is allowing you to do now is that you are going to operate more from a clear-minded and very grounded perspective rather than being all caught up in your fears and your anxieties and worries that might have been pushing you into this like Knight of Swords energy, right? Oh, and the Lovers is still there. Yeah, so it's like, it's a more wholesome, a more complete, a more unified version of yourself that I feel like you are coming into. But yeah, I feel that these fears and those more like anxiety driven thoughts might have forced you to be just more aggressive and more restless, just kind of rushing maybe too, how should I say it, not being very careful and not really thinking things through, just kind of going after it. But now I feel that you have spent some time figuring out what it is that you want and how you want to get it. And now you are able to actually take practical steps towards it rather than being in this like analysis paralysis state and maybe even like driving yourself to a complete frenzy and making steps towards something that is not really in alignment with you, but is more so driven from this like fearsome place, right? So, okay, this is such a positive reading, I have to say. This is a really positive reading. And I feel that the main message for you to take away from this is that you have clearly been doing a lot of good work already. You have clearly worked through some of your maybe more worrisome, more anxiety-driven thoughts. So that's amazing. But now to open up your beautiful heart and to actually allow yourself to experience new things and to experience true intimacy, true unconditional love, all that kind of thing that I feel that you are after. But again, take it as it resonates. If you are after something else, then again, just take it as it resonates. But whatever it is that you are longing for, whatever it is that you feel called to go after, I feel like you could really benefit from opening up your heart to that. So just kind of check in with yourself and see how you can actually improve and work on the way that you see yourself and the way that you see your value, and allow yourself to be in that self-loving and appreciating energy. And I feel that that will also give you a lot more confidence, a lot more courage to actually take the steps forward, to push yourself out of your comfort zone, to push yourself out of this hiding sense of energy that I'm kind of getting with this garden and the gate, and put yourself out there for beautiful opportunities and experiences. Okay. I'm going to leave you guys with this because I don't want these readings to be super long. So I really hope that you got something from this reading. If this was your message, if this was your story, then please let me know in the comment section. It would mean so much to me. And also, if you did find something useful from this, then please also give me a thumbs up. It would help other people find my channel more easily. And lastly, if you haven't already, but if you enjoyed my energy and my style of readings that I do, then make sure to subscribe as well so that you wouldn't miss out on my future readings. Thanks so much again for spending this time with me, and I am sending you so much love and light. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.